A league spokesperson.
Now to some incredible video showing the implosion of 3 cooling towers at a Shuttle coal plant. This is in Kentucky. It was captured by multiple cameras. Look at this. Goodness, and just like that, all 3 435-foot cooling towers came crashing to the ground. The plant in Drakesboro, Kentucky closed a couple of years ago after serving the region for nearly 60 years.
Well, now to a historic and emotional find off the coast of Florida. NASA is confirming that divers from the History Channel have discovered a large piece of debris on the ocean floor that came from the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster 36 years ago.
7 astronauts were lost that day, including school teacher Krista McAuliffe. NBC's Tom Costello covers NASA for us. Good morning. Boy, those images are haunting, Tom.
Haunting, disturbing. I remember when Challenger blew up, killing everybody on board, and I had a lump in my throat as I saw this video and what these divers discovered. It's the biggest piece discovered in 25 years, and it takes you back to a traumatic day in American history.
I found something over here.
Off the coast of Florida, History Channel divers were looking for the remains of World War II aircraft. Instead, they came across a 20-foot relic from one of America's saddest days.
There's a lot of stainless steel fittings down here. This is really different. Whatever this is, it's really big.
The first clue came when they cleared the sand, heat tiles, the same protective tiles that once covered the bottom of the country's space shuttles. Mike Barnett was the lead diver.
Definitely an aircraft. I think we need to talk to NASA.
Was it the heat tiles that made you realize you may have found a piece of Challenger?
Definitely. We saw this piece of wreckage. It's clearly upside down because those heat tiles are on the bottom of the shuttle, the bottom of the wings, and the main body of the orbiter.
When the divers showed their video to NASA engineers, the verdict was clear.
You've discovered Challenger.
2, 1, and liftoff.
Challenger was lost in a horrific explosion on a cold day in January 1986.
Challenger, go with throttle up.
All 7 astronauts, including teacher in space Krista McAuliffe, died. President Reagan paid tribute in a national address.
We will never forget them, nor the last time we saw them this morning, as they prepared for their journey and waved goodbye and slipped the surly bonds of earth to touch the face of God.
2 years ago, Hoda sat down with some of the students who were watching the launch that day.
Did it hit you that your teacher, Krista McAuliffe, had died?
I think little by little we processed it, but there was that glimmer of hope that we wanted her and the other astronauts to be okay.
The Challenger crew is buried at Arlington National Cemetery. The Challenger disaster was followed by the loss of Columbia in 2003. Under U.S. law, any space shuttle artifact must be returned to NASA. NASA says it's told the families of this new find. Now it must decide whether to recover this piece of an American tragedy.
It's such a delicate decision to make about that recovered debris. Tom, are they talking to the families to see what they would want?
Exactly. They are talking to the families. Importantly, NASA did recover many pieces of wreckage back in 1986, including the remains of the crew. If they leave this piece in place, then there's the risk of scavenger hunters coming in and trying to recover it. Nobody wants that. And NASA has an Office of Lessons Learned about every fatal incident, so they want to try to apply some of the lessons learned, and hopefully that office can also learn from this piece of wreckage.
Well, all right, Tom Costello for us there. Tom, thank you.
It is very moving to see it. We all remember that moment. Yeah. Well, coming up, we